In a moment, I'll reveal to you a list of 10 random things, and you have the challenge of memorizing them fast. You'll have a quick look at them, 10 seconds in fact, and afterwards, I'll fade them out so that you can try to remember them from memory. Don't pause or rewind this bit, because that's cheating. Engage your memory and see if you can memorize the 10 things in order. Ready? Here we go. Remember, you have 10 seconds to memorize this list. We have a phone, ice cubes, a door, a keyboard, a car, bread, a pillow, a blouse, soda, and perfume. The 10 seconds are up. Think you can remember the list in order? What was the seventh item on the list? What about the ninth one? Struggling to remember a thing? Don't worry, because I'll show you a memory technique that will help you memorize the entire list. And also, you'll do it within 10 seconds. Not only that, you'll be able to recall this list backwards. Hi, I'm Nick Mema from ImpressiveMemory.com, and in this video, I'll show you how to do just that. Let me introduce the PEG method of memory. This is a memory technique that uses memorable words to represent numbers. It involves creating words from an alphabet of numbers. Strange as it may seem, numbers do have an alphabet. Here's how it looks like. The letters are all consonants, and each number has its own consonant to represent it. Once we discover the letters, the next step is forming words from those same letters. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, this is something I've explained in detail before. I've created a series of 14 videos talking more about the PEG method. You'll find the videos in the playlist section of the channel, and the playlist is called How to Memorize Numbers Easily. For the sake of this video, we'll use these 10 PEG words to represent numbers 1 to 10. Number 1 is tie. 2 is Noah. Number 3, we'll use the word ma. Number 4 is represented by the PEG word ray. 5, law. 6 is shoe. The 7th PEG word is cow. 8th PEG word is ivy. Number 9 is bee. And 10 is toes. It simply goes like this. You link the first thing on the list to the first PEG word. That is phone to tie. You go to the second item on the list and link it to the second PEG word, ice cubes to Noah. You continue doing that until you reach the 10th item on the list, which you link to the last PEG word, which is toes. But for the PEG method to work brilliantly, you need to creatively use your imagination to associate all the items in your mind. Here's how I did it. The first thing is a phone. To remember it vividly, I'll make a silly connection between a phone and a tie. I'll imagine my tie using a smartphone. I'll only take a second or less to imagine that in my mind. Next, I'll picture Noah stuffing his mouth with ice cubes. Again, I'll take only a second to make the association in my mind. The third thing on the list is door. I'll visualize my ma slamming the door at me. Next is keyboard, and the fourth PEG word is ray. I'll imagine millions of rays shooting out from a keyboard. The fifth item on the list is car, and law is the fifth PEG word. I'll imagine my car being a lawyer defending me in court. From the word lawyer, I'll be able to remember the word law. What about bread and shoe? I'll imagine my shoe eating some delicious bread. Number 7 is pillow, and the 7th PEG word is cow. I'll imagine a cow sleeping on a bed with its head on a pillow. The 8th PEG word is ivy, and a blouse is the 8th item on the list. I'll visualize my friend Ivy wearing a torn blouse. Number 9 is soda and bee. I'll imagine a bee drinking some soda. And finally, we have perfume and toes. I'll imagine my toes applying perfume on themselves. So why is it important to use crazy imaginations to memorize information in your mind? Well, it's because crazy imaginations make everything more vivid and memorable. For example, let's use the association between a bread and a shoe. It's hard to forget a shoe eating bread, right? Exactly. When you use normal mental pictures, you soon realize how forgettable things are. If you simply imagine a shoe next to a loaf of bread, you'll find it difficult to remember the association. It's too normal, making it forgettable. This is something I've talked about in a previous video. I talked about the 4 rules to remember when using your imagination. I've linked to it on the website. Just remember, make all your imaginations crazy and silly. That way, whatever you memorize becomes more stimulating and memorable. I've also discussed the power of your imagination in a previous video and how it helps you to memorize things quickly and efficiently. The link to that video is provided in the article version of this video, which is found on the website. You've seen my crazy imaginative stories. Now it's your turn. Use the PEG method and your imagination to memorize the same list, and do so within 10 seconds. Use my PEG words to create crazy associations for all the items on the list. Once you memorize the PEG words, you'll be able to know the number of each item on the list. Remember at the start of the video when I asked you what the 7th item on the list was? Since the PEG word cow represents 7, and you imagine a cow using a pillow to rest its head on a bed, you're able to remember the 7th thing on the list. Pillow. The same thing for the 9th item. Simply imagine a bee drinking some soda, and you'll remember it for as long as you want. After memorizing the entire list, try doing it backwards. You can do it. Like and share this video with your friends. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't to get notified of upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.